What's up?
What up? What up?
Juan's here. Your
homie Juan Cannoli. Yeah. What's going on, Juan? How you doing,
Did
dude?
you say Obi-Wan Kenobi?
No, homie Juan Kenobi.
I've got echo.
You got echo?
Yeah, I got it.
Echo.
Echo. Hey, what's up?
Man, Juan got here at the drop of a hat. Dang.
Nice to see you. Yeah, he was nice enough to join me tonight. I was gonna have a guest tonight, but he can't do late nights. So what he said was maybe I just told him maybe one of the nights that we're doing, I didn't know if we were gonna, I guess Pixie's gonna come back tomorrow, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
Cool. As far as I know, it's still up in the air, but she had said she was going to because she wanted to talk to real people.
Right. I get it.
So I figured we'd do every other Thursday if it was up to you.
Yeah. It's
and
fine.
Then because it's only 8 to 9, so and then we can have him on then, and I'd have him on then. I'll let him know sometime next week.
Sounds good to me.
You all know the routine. It's just a lazy night. We all just shoot the crap unless you got questions for Ryan. We can always do that too. So
you've got questions, we've got answers.
Well, at least one of us might have answers.
Right. Maybe.
Son,
just don't ask for advice.
My butt once in a while.
Right.
I didn't cuss, so YouTube. We got demonetized again.
Again?
Yeah, Thursday.
What did we do this time?
Fixed. They're all fixed. I got them all fixed. I'd say I'd hit request review. Next morning it's fixed. I can tell you what's going on. I know what's going on because, in fact, I'm pretty sure I know what's going on. I meant to tell you before. If you hang around, I'll let you know either tonight or tomorrow.
Okay.
But I know what it is. I have a pretty good clue. And it's not us. And it's not really chat either. And it's not really chat either. It's
we got somebody that likes to get us busted.
Just likes to go, they did something bad. So I have a pretty good idea what's going on. So
that's messed up, man. What kind of life or what lack of life? Yeah, you gotta have a lack of life though to go around getting somebody in trouble like that, dude. That's
all they did. I mean, they really don't do nothing. They just file a complaint. Maybe in order for a YouTube to even look or to even demonetize, they got to send at least 3.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody complained 3 times that night is my guess, and it's probably all the same person.
Probably.
No big deal. Can be fixed. I mean, I understood the one time I got demonetized because I did show a movie clip, but the movie clip is 4 years old, actually 7 years old, and I was told I should have fought it.
Yeah.
But all I did was cut it out. I just cut the clip out. If you go back and watch it, I just cut the clip out, and it went fine. They went right back.
Smart move. No, it's just sad that people do that.
Well, you get that. I mean, as you say, sometimes I'll say, a lot of times it's me and my Christianity, but or something else I'll say. It's usually the key, but I think it's another problem this time. Well, and if it happens again, I'll know for sure because I can take care of the problem.
Yeah.
It's not that big a deal.
It's immature, though.
Yeah, it is. But
it's immature for people to do that kind of crap.
I mean, look at the state of the world. It happens.
Well, hello. We got 2 people here now.
Yes. Actually, there's 6. So just some people just come and hang out. So.
I wonder if one of the 6 are the people that like to get us in trouble.
Yeah, possibly. Who knows? I mean, I'm not worried. They don't really get us in trouble. They just complain. It's no big deal. Or it could have been something I said or something somebody said in chat. It's usually one of those 3 things. It's either I cussed and somebody complained, or they just caught it. But I noticed chat took a little bit to show up.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't show up right after stream.
Right.
Usually that tells me they were reviewing the chat.
Yeah.
And it might have been somebody said in chat. It could be a number of things. So
it's probably because I'm so opinionated, dude. I get all kinds of
you don't cuss or anything, but I cuss more than you do.
That's what you think.
But like I said, I am who I am, and I am what I am. And if you don't like it, you know where the door's at. But yeah, so next Tuesday we're gonna do Devil's Monkeys. We might as well talk about this so everybody knows. So
yeah, we can definitely talk about Devil Monkeys on Tuesday.
I mean, we have a bunch of good ones. I didn't know if you want to stay in order since we went ahead and jumped out of order and do the Nahi Valley, which a lot of people wanted us to keep talking about. A lot of people didn't want us to leave.
Why don't you read the list and let the people in the chat decide what they want to hear about?
Oh, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
We've got now some of these I can't say. We got Devil Monkeys, the Flatwood Monster.
Mm-hmm.
Then a couple of your Native American ones, the Guan, like
the Gugwi and the
yes,
the Jindaskwa.
Yes, thank you. I tried, dude, and I don't want to. I'm real. A lot of reasons I get like this because I'm also don't want to offend somebody who's that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They don't get offended.
I did that mistake once with a Japanese person, and I felt really bad. So
no,
I just
dude,
try not to say words I know I can't say.
They're not like that. They're not going to get mad at us for mispronouncing something. They're not.
I'm
like
sure. I mean, try speaking Russian.
Oh yeah.
Or German. German can be really screwed up.
Yes.
We got that, the Fleetwood, didn't know those. The Flatwoods Monster, Devil Monkeys, and the Flatwood Monster is the next two.
Mm-hmm.
Would be the next two. Hello, Miss Lissa and Ashley. I didn't see. I'm not paying attention.
Yeah. Homie Juan Kenobi, we definitely got to have you up so you can tell us your Chewie story.
Yes, we do want to do that. I know he wants to talk about that. You can probably do that on a Thursday, too.
There's going to be a lot of Star Wars references in that show.
Probably.
Oh, no, there will be.
The Hobsonville Goblin with sea monsters, gargoyles. I actually like gargoyles. Gargoyles. I can't even say that even. Was it one?
Hello, Melissa. Hello,
Honey Island. We spoke about the Nahi. The Portlock, was that Moscow or I can't never Masha? I can't. Well, what I'm going to have to do is sit down and put them in a notebook.
Yeah.
But our next three basic ones are Devil's Monkey, Flatwoods Monsters, and the Hopkinsville Goblins. So
I don't know. What does the chat want to hear about? Let's hear.
What do you want to do next? Hello, Melissa. Sorry again. It's been a weird day, guys. My puppy.
Yes, it's been a hot day too,
and he's heating up over there.
Yeah, we got no cooling going on right now.
Open panel one night.
That'd be cool.
Try something like that, Melissa. Actually, it's not a bad idea. We could try something like that.
Be a good idea.
Gemma would be here for that. If I can work it out for her to be here for that, that would be kind of cool, actually. That would be kind of cool. Now, I know she talked about once she gets little man situated back in school, she wants to do like a girls talk, paranormal girls talk or something like that. Actually, it might be kind of cool. I go, good, I get a free night off. Then she'll go, you have to be in chat. Yeah. You like the old campfire stories? Yes. She does want to do something like that. That was the whole intention of Tuesday. And I think we did it for a while on Thursdays with Pixie. But we didn't want to call it something that already been used, you know what I'm saying? So
ooh, the Menahune, huh?
The Menahune, whatever. I ain't gonna attempt to say it.
I'm gonna have to teach you how to say some indigenous words there, Ghost.
Good luck.
It's not that hard. If they can teach me, I can teach you.
Sometimes I get lucky. But it also depends on if my voice box and the tremors are working right.
Yeah.
The whole thing is, it's all nerve related, and I mean, dude, there really are days I can't speak, and if I do,
Oh no, I totally get it.
So I get little. Ever since it got worse as I got older, I became a little more self-conscious of it. I try not to be and make light of it.
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm, like now I'm doing streams, I am a little bit more self-conscious about it. But hey, what can I say? I'm getting used to doing this, though.
Yeah. You'll get more and more used to it. Trust me. It took me a while to adjust, too.
Hello, Jim. How you doing? He sneaks in.
Yep.
I like everybody's channels. Some of these people have some great channels. Ron and him have some really good channels. Jim's, I go check out his channel. Chris.
There's Chris. I was wondering where he was. There he is.
He's
alive.
He's alive. So how bad did you get those storms, Chris? She got them earlier today. We got them, and they didn't do much but rain. It rained here maybe a little bit this morning, and then this evening about dinner time, it rained solid, which we needed for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then it was gone. I
wish we'd get rain. Yeah.
You'll be getting it soon, though. So next monsoon. It is monsoon season, right?
It is, but sometimes monsoon season skimps out on us. Like it gives us like little storms, and no, Chris, I did not hear anything from him yet. So,
you guys got nothing? I think it all moved east. She got that Jersey and Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania had tornadoes. Hey,
hello, Rhonda.
Huh?
Oh, I said hi to Rhonda.
Rhonda, you're new. I don't know you, sweetie. But hello. We're just chatting tonight. If you guys got something you want to talk about or ask Ryan, please do, because he's the man of real knowledge. I just blow stuff out of my brain once in a while.
I'm the man behind the curtain.
Yes, he's the man behind the curtain. Actually, I'd rather you talk to him anyways, because he does have good information and he articulates really well.
Let's go Bigfoot.
Yeah, let's go Bigfoot. Though, as much as I do like Bigfoot and Dogman, those are and UFOs, it's like zombies back in the day. I got to the point where I was so sick of hearing about zombie movies, zombie this, zombie that. It was like, come on.
I am the same way. When it comes to Dogman, I am so burned out on the topic. You can ask Ashley. I'm complaining about it all the time. I'm like, why is there nothing new with Dogman? It's getting boring. I get so mad about it.
And it's just the same stuff. I keep hearing the same stuff over and over and over again.
By the way,
great encounters, but I mean.
Yeah, well, it was evil of you to bring up zombies, by the way. I hate zombies.
You got a zombie? You hate zombies?
I hate zombies. No.
Ever since that show. No, I can't play. Living Dead, whatever it is. The one that's on AMC. Walking Dead. Yeah, I should know that because I have the comic books put away somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since that got real big, it was just like, oh man, I like zombies. Now you just kind of throw it into the ground.
For me though, it's not even like oversaturation with zombies. I'm just like terrified of zombies, dude.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, like I will tangle with a whole group of Bigfoot. I don't know, man. I'll tangle with a whole group of Bigfoot. I will wrestle a whole pack of Dogman. But you throw 2 zombies in front of me and I'm out. I'll be like, no, you're on your own, dude.
Yeah, later, I'm out.
Yep. If there's ever a zombie apocalypse, I'm going to be the worst ally you can have because I'll be like, yeah, no, you know what? You go and handle them. I'm going to go over here. I'll see you and I'll be out.
Melissa, you're single again. Well, that's kind of a good thing, right?
Single and ready to mingle.
40's a good age, man. I enjoyed 40.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, I enjoyed all my ages. Everybody goes, oh, you're old at heart. But I go, yeah, but why am I still a kid? Hey, Ron, how you doing there, sir? I just said your name earlier.
Mm-hmm.
59.
Oh, that's a good question, Ron. That's a very good question.
Oh,
bring that one up.
Right, this one.
Mm-hmm. So, Ron, what it does for me is when somebody starts a story off with like they have a photo or something, and they start their story off, I got this off my friend's trail cam. That's an instant way to lose me like that. Whenever somebody's story starts with got this off my friend's trail cam, that's one way to know it's bull crap. That's you can usually tell. You know, but if they actually they got a legit story where you can actually hear the fear in their voice, you'll get more attention that way.
Yeah. Well, Melissa, we're glad you're here with us. I know that, like, you know, believe it or not, I'm sitting here with 3 other guys in this house. A lot of times I feel like I'm sitting by myself, so I don't feel bad. I know you got somebody there and a dog. Well, you got the dog, yeah. He's by himself.
He's sleeping, man. He's out.
Actually, he doesn't know that I'm looking around in the background looking for Cheetos, my dual personality.
He probably eat them all already, knowing Duke. Wouldn't be surprised.
The dolphin. Now, Gemma and us have all talked about that. And we all talked about that not too long ago. The dolphin.
Yeah.
That story. That's another one. There's so many rabbit holes you can go down.
Yeah, but with like the hoaxes and everything, though, the hoaxes are they're getting out of hand. I mean, people will tell you stories about like bulletproof dog man and stuff like that.
Didn't they make a movie? They made a movie, and everybody was trying to say that was like a true story. And I'm like, dude, it was a movie. They ended up like in a time warp and all this stuff. It was weird.
You know what? They do that so many times. I can't tell you how many comments I'll get where they're like, "Oh, all the werewolf movies are soft disclosure," and it's like, they're not though. They're movies. They're not.
I mean, there are movies you watch and go, "This could be actually happening," you know. But
yeah, but I think if it's something like realistic, you know, like if it has something to do with global affairs or whatever. That's realistic, but when it's a Bigfoot movie or a dog man movie or a werewolf movie, and they're like, "Oh, that's soft disclosure," I'm just like, "No, it's not. Shut up. It's not." People are so paranoid about it. I just, you know, I made a comment about that on my Facebook page. How people are so paranoid and fearful in the cryptid community now. It's like, what happened? Where did we go wrong? Why is everybody so scared of their own shadow these days? I don't understand it.
I was watching BMR and Texas Front Porch the other night, and they were talking about, you know, how people say, "Oh, the government's watching you guys."
Yeah,
and you have problems. I don't worry about that.
Neither.
I don't worry about that. What I worry about is the stuff that every time we talk about certain paranormal events like black-eyed kids there for a while or shadow entities, our internet would always screw up. Always. And it hasn't done it for a while, which is good. But yeah, I mean, therefore, when we first started touching those subjects, I mean, things would go ballistic. 1 second here.
No.
I don't know. Okay.
Being texted again?
Yeah, I always get text. They know. It's like people know that I'm on stream.
Of course.
So, but that actually was the boss, so I have to answer that one because it was the boss.
Yeah. Haha. See?
Yeah.
You're stuck doing that, not me. Haha.
Nah. Checking in on us.
Yep. Make sure we're not causing trouble.
Yeah, exactly. Making sure I don't get demonetized. There you go. You seen the documentary In Search of Bigfoot?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a mockery one. Yeah, I know. That's like the one they did for the mermaids that everybody went nuts over when they first came out. And they actually almost got sued for that too.
Well, they did that with a megalodon too, and everybody swore up and down that it was real. And it's like, you didn't read the disclaimer at the beginning and the end of it saying where it's real.
It's like, what are you trying to sue these people? It says at the beginning, this is a mockery. This is all fake.
That's what a disclaimer is for when they say that it's, you know, it's completely made up. It's like, see, they said it's completely made up. That means not real. It didn't happen. It's written for TV.
Yeah, it's all fantasy, folks.
Yeah.
You guys have to watch Frogman. Is that a new one?
Yes, actually, I have the guy who made that movie on my friends list on Facebook.
Really? It is a new one now?
Mm-hmm.
I'll check that out.
Yep.
Okay. That's another reason why I like to have these little chit chats. Sometimes somebody comes in with a piece of nugget. And it's like, ooh, I got to go check that out.
Yeah. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Okay. If Megs were still alive, whales would be extinct. I don't know about that.
Not
I find that kind of hard
true.
to believe because
that's not necessarally true, Chris.
No, I don't think that is. There's plenty to eat.
Animals always find prey.
Yeah.
Animals always find kind of prey.
God only knows what else is down there in the depths with it. So
right.
You got squid. You got all kinds of.
There's plenty of life. Yep. There's plenty of things to eat. They're not going to eat just one thing. They never did.
Yeah, exactly. The found footage film. Which one's that?
The Frogman? Is that what you're talking about, Ashley? Is the Frogman film? I believe, yeah, I think that's the one she's talking about. Yeah, it's a found footage one as well. Yeah. Nice.
Sorry about that. I had to make sure I read that right. I have to make sure I monetize my. Well, I've been making sure I monetize before we.
Chris, though, like they can change their hunting habits. Animals do it
all the time. All the time.
I mean, to say it's fact that they hunted here and then that's the end of them. You don't know that because we don't have a live Meg to study. We're going based off of fossils. There was nobody around to study how they actually moved like that. So, you know, I
agree with that. Now, see, because there's plenty to eat down there. They're not only going to eat whales.
See, this is kind of the problem when it comes to cryptozoology. Like people will come up and be like, "It's a fact," and it's like, no, it's speculation, it's conjecture, it's theory.
Well, that's the same thing I go through with paranormal. It's all theory. Everything is theory. What is a theory? What is a theory? Theory is a synopsis of what people think or might be opinion of how something is or isn't, which has not been scientifically proved yet.
Right. So how can we say anything is fact?
That doesn't mean it's real.
Well, how can we say anything is fact about Megalodon when all we have is teeth?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And even them vary in so many sizes.
Yeah. I mean, can we really base like
the same shark? I mean, the same type of shark.
Yeah. Well, can we base anything on Meg that we know from like Carcharid and Carcharias or Hammerhead or Tiger? No, we can't. You know, because we can't really even decide what the Megalodon really looked like. Some people are like, "Oh, it was a giant great white." Some scientists will be like, "No, it's more like a mako." Some will be like more like a tiger shark. So if we're still arguing over what they look like, then boom.
Oh, yeah, okay. I get you. Yeah, he's going off of that.
Well, even still, even if it's paleontology, we don't know anything factually.
Yeah, and they're still guessing too.
It's paleontology theory, okay? It's not fact because unless you got a live one to study and you've been watching it for a certain amount of time, learning its habits, is in and out, its diet, its mating process, its birthing process. It's all theory, conjecture, opinion, idea. But so
yeah, it's just it's okay, yeah. But it's basically what I said. I mean,
well, this is where I get on my soapbox because, like, I deal with these people every day. You know, you got somebody who'll come up to like, "Oh, this is a fact about Dogman. This is a fact about Bigfoot," and you're looking at them like, "How do you have any facts about these unknown creatures that we've yet to even find a body over?" You know, I mean, you can't have anything fact. So when somebody's like, "Oh, well, Bigfoot's an alien," I know this for a fact. It's like, do you really though, or are you just is that what you want to believe? Because your belief doesn't always equal fact.
Right. I mean, we've been proven wrong so many times already.
Yes. Yep.
So, I mean, there's fossil records, but even some of the fossils were incomplete. I mean, I think they only have one real full dinosaur. The rest are just bones that they piece together.
Well, I mean, can we really say, like, it's factual that this is how T-Rex made it? This is how, for a fact, how Stegosaurus would look for food. We got fossils. We have no live specimens that base our facts off of. So,
unless you're going to open up Jurassic Park, and even then, it's because of where they were made and everything, they may resort to their same habits, but it's no guarantee because it's still a different environment.
Right. And I saw Roger's question. I believe it was Roger. He was asking about Dogman.
Which one?
I believe he asked. Yeah, Ron.
I'm looking. Army of the Dead. That's one of my. It was
something about like Dogman being a government creation.
Dog soldiers. They were talking about dog soldiers.
Well, all right. So here's my thing. All right. A lot of people will tell you that, that's what they are. Dogman are government experiments. Problem is, though, first sighting of a Dogman goes to the 1700s. Okay. So this was before we had any science labs that could do genetic splicing, and they even talk about them in other countries. So if they existed pre the United States and they existed in other places, then our government didn't create them. Does the government know about them? I mean, they probably know as little as we do. Do I think they would, create their own soldiers? For what purpose? I mean, you got to think when they splice something, when they create a monster like that, right? It costs a lot of money. So they're not going to put all this time and effort into creating a dog soldier just to let it loose unchecked. They're going to want to know where it's at all times. And that means anybody who sees it's going to be in a lot of trouble too, though. Okay. So I don't think that they're all government experiments. I don't think Bigfoot and Dogman are grown in the labs. I think there's other explanations for them, but we just don't know what the explanation is.
And there's so many of them. And there's quite a few of them, I should say. Between genetics and other things tampering with it, like aliens and.
Well, you got to remember too that that certain people back in the day, they tried to crossbreed monkeys and humans. Okay, that didn't work out. Unfortunately, the females ended up getting some very bad STDs. That was the result they had from breeding humans and monkeys.
Yeah, that picture of that monkey is not it's not half human, is it?
No, that's Oliver.
I believe that picture was a fake.
No, that's Oliver. That's Oliver the chimp. He actually.
Yeah, I know who the monkey is, but they were trying to pass it off as half human.
Yeah, well, that's what a lot of people like to say. They say that because it kind of confirms the existence of Bigfoot in their minds, which it doesn't. It really, really doesn't. Even if we did crossbreed human and chimpanzee, that doesn't really explain Bigfoot in any way. It really, really doesn't. So.
No. Plus, King Kong is Bigfoot. That's where they all come from.
Yep.
Just inner Earth.
It could be. It could be.
I'm a believer, but see, I don't look at inner Earth as like the captain did when he said it was this big empty space with the thing in the middle and you.
Right.
I think Hollow Earth, or like you go down so far and there's like a huge like metropolis. In other words, there's like these big caves that can contain their own environment and their own certain ecological systems.
The Morlocks are down there?
Yeah. And then you go down, you might find another one, and so on and so on.
Oh, maybe.
But that's just my view. I can't. You have to have a core.
Yes.
In the Earth. That I do know. There's got to be a core. So nothing can live around that core because you're talking about Godzilla type radiation.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
If you watch,
you have a really bad day.
It always cracked me up because that's how. If you watch the MonsterVerse, that's kind of how it's set up. You're going in layers, but you have you may still have like an upside and a right side, but if you notice, there's still a solid center.
It's possible. Who knows?
I'm not saying I don't know, but I'm just saying that's how I always kind of looked at Hollow Earth. Now, I've also for a while thought the Earth was flat.
See, that's one I will never agree with.
I didn't then either. But there were some things that I had learned to make me believe that. And it didn't make me believe it. It made me think twice about it.
Right.
And then I came up with the theory, well, maybe it's just the galaxy and we're sitting on 4 pedestals, like a CD player.
Well, maybe.
But I don't, those are just goofy things I think about when I'm doing research. Because some of the research that I've done, especially when it comes to like history and what I call forbidden history or hidden history, things they don't want us to know about. Like, the technologies they had, even in Noah's time and after that.
Yeah.
I mean, we had technologies that they got rid of even before the 1800s because it was free. They weren't making no money off of it.
Interesting.
So they shut that down. They took away everything and started using fossil fuels and stuff. But these are my opinions and nobody else. Well, I'm sure there's somebody that's out there that think like I do, because there are pictures from like world fairs in the 1300s, 1400s, and 1500s that have electricity. It's not gas lights. How do you light up all those buildings with all those lights? Where they were using the grid, the ley line. That's why I think the ley lines are an energy grid. And if you feed off those lines, the earth produces its own energy.
Yeah,
like
it does.
We use that.
Yeah.
So that's what they were kind of doing then. And everybody was like this. And then you have the mud where they purposely just destroyed everything to hide the fact that they were doing that. Kind of like your reset. Like everybody talks about a reset.
Right.
Kind of like that. Because they weren't profiting off of it. Your elites
I can see that. I can see that.
So, look at every time somebody develops a new gas, like that guy literally built a car that ran on water. And all of a sudden the guy's gone. His stuff was gone. Look at Tesla. All of his stuff is gone. They went in after he went cuckoo and he just, and took all of his stuff.
Yep.
There's guys that, mashed potato and potato gas, alcohol gas. A lot of these guys end up missing this new, what do they call that? The magnet theory, where you get 2 magnets spinning and it creates energy. Interesting.
That is an interesting theory.
And the guys that developed those, now there's some of those guys are still around, but some of the original creators of that, they disappeared.
It's so funny how they disappeared, yet they pretty much scrutinized Albert Einstein for his formula that led to the bomb. Kind of sad.
So, if you go and look, it's pretty wild. So they do try to hide stuff. They don't want, if you can't make money, if they can't make money off of it.
You got to remember too, back in the day, they were looking to weaponize stuff. Look at Einstein's theory. Einstein's theory became a weapon, So back in those days, it was always, can we get to this first and create this ultimate weapon? Because, we had the Russians, we had all these other people. So
what's the saying? Everything is created with good intentions that usually end up in a bad way.
Yep. That's why Einstein said, had I known what they were going to do, I would have become a watchmaker.
Yep. Just trying to become it. Frogman. Everybody's kind of been, since we brought up Frogman, I have seen a lot of people talking about Frogman.
That's funny.
And it's wild because that is a cryptid that does not get talked about. And I'm going to write down a list too. Manus people.
Oh, okay.
There's a story I heard not too long ago on another channel. I love this guy. He comes up with the greatest stuff. He digs deep for these encounters. And he's got this one of a Manus. This guy's finishing. And this thing, he can hear this huge buzzing noise. And it starts coming in on him. And it's like bugging him, but it stays in the distance and finally comes in close and snatches a fish out of the water. And he says it was huge Manus.
Wow.
And he said it freaked him out.
I can see why. A praying mantis is really scary. Imagine a giant one.
Yeah, I'll have to find the encounter. Actually, I'm going to go to his channel because you list all your stuff where you get all your information. I mean, he's got books I've never heard of.
Nice.
So I want to go check out his list. And I've been following this guy for a while, but he finally put out a list of where he gets a lot of his stuff.
Okay, cool. Very cool.
I never heard of.
Nice. Nice.
So I'm just catching up on chat again. Nobody really said anything, so I guess I don't have much to read.
I don't know. Ron's got a question.
Yeah, it does. I was just going to say that right here. Ron's always got good questions.
I think things happen there.
On the reality shows like Skinwalker Ranch, does it really have? I think there is stuff that really goes on. Don't get me wrong.
No.
But because the government does regulate what you see on television, the government has been very interested in all those properties. It's not just Skinwalker Ranch. There's another one. Isn't there another one up north?
Yep.
And they've been highly interested in these places.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm sure that some information, if you watch when they do tests and stuff, you really don't get all the answers to that test. They just kind of lead on one thing and kind of play the other stuff off. So you wonder what is really being found. I mean, they're really doing work on that property. I think a lot of it is sensationalism, though, man.
Yeah. I mean,
they play it up.
They try to make money off of it, and they call it the Skinwalker Ranch to try to really get some hype going, and that happens a lot. That really does happen a hell of a lot because right. You got Skinwalker Ranch that's played up. You got the Land Between the Lakes that's played up, and LBL is one place just like Skinwalker Ranch that is overly hyped. All these people are talking about how these places are so bad, all this stuff happens here, and yet. For LBL, I have a friend, Mogion Monster, Russ.
Right, yeah. They were talking about it last night.
Yeah, he camped there and nothing happened. Yet people will tell you, if you go to LBL, the dog man's going to get you, and yet nothing. It's like...
He said nothing. He said it was gorgeous, though. He said it was nice.
Yeah. I think there are strange things that happen, though, and I think people kind of hype it up to make it, a bit more interesting, because people do that.
And they do that with the paranormal shows too, and the UFO shows. Yeah. Ancient Aliens is really bad about that. They kind of overextend some stuff.
Yep.
I mean, and now it's just a repeat. They're on repeat, except now you have the what do you call it? The oh gosh, I drew a blank again. Where everybody's telling the coming out of UFOs,
yeah, I know what you mean.
So they've been playing on that. My dad and me have watched that show for a long time, and it is just a lot of repeat stuff. I mean, every so often you get some new stuff, but it's pretty much repeat stuff.
Well,
and they're just rehashing out with trying to add new stuff to it, and it's like.
I think there's a lot of sensationalism, because I mean, especially now.
When it comes to television.
Yeah, cryptids and aliens and ghosts, it's more profitable than it's ever been. So I think they hooked into the market and they know, hey, we can make money off of this stuff.
It's money and they get views.
Yes, they do. They get the clicks, they get the views. Yes.
It was funny because I'll never forget when Ghost Hunters, the original Ghost Hunters, not Ghost Avengers, but Ghost Hunters appeared on Sci-Fi. I mean, that was the first one to really take off.
Yes.
You had the guy from Penn State that did that Paranormal State. I think it was what it was called back in the day. You had a couple of them. But Ghost Hunters on Sci-Fi really kind of blew it out of the water.
Yeah, it did.
And then you had Zach come in with Ghost Adventures because he was doing the YouTube thing. Nobody likes that. I don't know if I can meet that guy. I'd probably be pretty mean to him.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be
arrogant. So, and his museum is such a scam.
That's what I've heard. Yeah,
it is exactly a scam from what I've heard. I've had friends that go out there. It's a scam. They're like, man, it's a scam. It makes you sign a paper, makes you sound like you're going to be scared and you're going to be all messed up when you leave.
That's kind of funny.
He said they played it up and they said it was the most boring walk he ever did.
Well, I mean, the whole guy just reeks of being fake, though. You look at him and you're like, what a schmuck.
Showman. He wants to be a showman. Yeah. You can tell he kind of wants to be Barnum and Bailey, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, more or less. I mean, that's pretty good.
Moment, so. But yeah, I mean, they make money though. I mean, that place. From what I understand, that place is always packed.
It's a profitable thing. I mean, ghosts and aliens and the cryptids and everything, man. You pack all three into one, you get some money coming your way. So they know this. I mean, people are smart to a degree. They know.
Yeah, I don't think all of it's fabricated. I think there are times that I think, especially when it comes to some of the ghost shows, I think they get lucky every so often and get a real piece of evidence.
Right.
But I think and the people don't understand. A lot of the times, these guys are at those locations. Same thing with the UFO shows. They're at those locations for months. They're going back for months to catch just one thing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So it may take a year before you even catch it.
Yeah, that's true too.
2 days. You never know.
So look at the draw, man. Look at the draw.
Yeah. Well, we went to one place. We must have went like 7, 8 times and never did catch it. But everybody swore this place would creep us out. We'd have all kinds of stuff. We never caught anything. And we went back like 7 or 8 times. And I mean, we literally spent nights there.
Interesting.
Nothing. And if I'm there, usually something does creep me out. Or there was another guy with us too, who was kind of like me. Wherever he went, weird stuff happened. So we kind of hung out together because everybody kind of put us together. Let the weirdos hang out over here.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So.
There you go. I do have a lot of doubt on Sherman family stories about the happening at the Skinwalker Ranch. Some of that is kind of sketchy. The previous owners never saw anything like what Sherman's claimed to have seen. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they have.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Ron. 100%.
I am too. And there's a lot of stuff about the Shermans that don't add up. I think once they bought the place and heard about all the hype, they just hyped it even more. Because there is some stuff that they say that's kind of like, come on.
Well, I'm kind of resentful towards that show because like they've really convoluted the whole Skinwalker thing.
Yes, it did.
You know, and it's kind of sad because like there was a guy today on Facebook where somebody posted a picture of like this pale thing on, all fours. So it looked like it was knuckle walking or whatever. And his instant go-to was, oh, that's a Skinwalker. And so I asked,
they do that all the time.
I asked, well, where was this taken from? And he's like, oh, this is Wyoming. And I'm like, then it's not a Yanagoshi. It's not the Yinadalushi. And without missing a beat, this guy's like, I don't know what a Yinadalushi is. And I'm like, then you don't know what a Skinwalker is. Shut up.
Yeah,
I get so aggravated with people, man. I'm like, stop taking their lore and just making it what you want it to be. My goodness.
Oh, yeah. Totally agree. And what's funny is, it's like I love these top 10s. Like I like Nuke and all them. Every so often they get it right, and sometimes they're just saying stuff to make it even scarier.
Well, here's the funny thing, Ghost. If you were to sit those guys down in the room, right, and they like to talk about Skinwalkers all the time, but if you were to sit them down in the room and tell them,
wouldn't know a thing.
So tell me about the Yanagoshi, they'd be like, "What's the Yanagoshi? What's the Yinadalushi?" They wouldn't know what it is. They would have no idea what it is. And to me, if you're not going to know the actual terminology for it, and you don't know the origin of the Skinwalkers and like what they're supposed to be or how they come about, then do yourself the favor and don't talk about it.
Right. And it's like, and they do it just because everybody else does it.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is the only thing I know to say, so I'm just going to say it.
Yeah. Oh, and it's kind of sad. They do it with the Wendigo as well, and I think that's another thing where it's like, when you don't tell the facts about what the indigenous people said, it's cultural exploitation if you're not even talking about what the tribes say about it. You can't take it and paint it to make it what you want it to be. So
I'm just reading chat. Ashley and Ron are having a conversation.
Hey, let them converse, man. Let them.
Yeah, that's what I let it for. Like I said, when I'm here by myself, when they get to go in and chat, I just ramble just to keep up with them because I'm just letting them have their conversation.
Now, see, those are the best kind of people. those are the best kind of people to have in a chat, though, because all you got to do is throw an idea out there, and once they latch onto that, you just sit back, and go, yeah.
I'm just a moderator. I'm just a moderator on the screen, moderator.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I do these for. You know, I've said this 1,000 times. These are all about you guys coming in the chat and talking.
Dice it up.
You know, everybody talks about everything. I know probably all of you people have been in one paranormal, Bigfoot, whatever, cryptid room at one point today or during the week. Yep. You know, it's nice to take a break from that stuff, but it's all right. Still keep talking about it. But you can have this way. You have a little bit more fun about it and don't have to be so serious.
Right.
Oh, we can just talk about I mean, there's been nights we talked about comic books and we go to movies, talk about food a lot.
Yes. Speaking of food, I gotta go cook dinner here in a few minutes.
No, you're fine. I knew you wouldn't be able to stick it out for too long, so.
Yeah, it's hotter than Hades over at my house right now, man.
Yeah, I know. And you got to cook. And you got to cook in the heat. And that's worse. When we didn't have air conditioning, man, it sucked because poor dad, man, he was dying. It's like, I got to turn on the oven, dude.
Well, it might not be so bad. I mean, my dog looks like he's okay. So that's what I was worried about, is if Duke was all right.
Yeah, because, you know, dogs get hot faster than we do.
Yeah.
So I know you guys enjoy him. And I was like I said, I was going to have him on because I thought I was going to have a guest on and he could help me. It's nice when you have a guest on to have at least 2 other people.
So is that Chris Hodges or Chris Jarvis that we're having on?
No, neither one of them.
Neither one of them? Okay.
He's called Paranormal Guy.
Okay.
He asked me not to say his last name. I was told not to say his last name. I boo-booed the other night. So.
Okay.
Hey, Shelly. Hello. But yeah, his Chris will be on. If we do it next Thursday,
okay.
He was on with us before. He had some pretty cool UFO pictures.
Okay.
A lot of the orbs and stuff. He had some pretty good stuff, some good close-up stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Some counters. So I figured it'd be good. He's been bugging Gemma, so
all right.
Well, let's go ahead and do it. And
sounds like a plan to me.
Like I say, he did have some good pictures, so
nice.
Maybe we get to see some stuff that nobody else has seen. You never know. Sometimes
that'd be nice. That'd be cool, man. I'd be all about that.
Yeah. So
I'll reach out to some of my buddies too and get some cryptid guys over on here, man.
And I told Gemma that we won't use them all because I know she wants to come back. If she doesn't get to come back till September, we need to save some for her.
Well, I did reach out to Lyle Blackburn, so.
You know, if you're going to have him on anytime soon, we got to make sure she's on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for Lyle, absolutely, yeah.
I'd hate to have her miss that.
Yeah, he's going to be a great interview, man. Lyle's a great guy.
I'd probably just sit and listen to you guys because in that kind of conversation, that's what I would do. I hate to say I'll just monitor everybody and make sure everybody's behaving, but this man, I do want to hear talk.
Yeah.
That's when you want to listen. I'll save all my questions for the end.
There you go. Smart move. So, all right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and drop on off here.
Have a good night. Thank you, Ryan.
I'm going to try. With me. Hey, my pleasure, dude. So you have a good night, and I hope your pooch is okay.
No, he should be fine soon. If not, I'll beat him up and I'll make him.
So, and I will see everybody next time.
Thanks, Ryan.
All right. Well, everybody have a great night, and I'll see you again soon. All right.
Night. I appreciate him doing that. Sometimes it's kind of to be here by myself. Now everybody will leave. He's gone. Everybody will leave. So that's all right. Because I don't know how much longer I'm going to last. Like I said, I've had a pretty busy day. I may last till 1. We'll just see how things go. I hope you are doing good, Shelly. And I want to appreciate everybody that came in so far. Ashley and Shelly and Ron. Melissa, you still here, sweetie? I didn't really get to talk to you. I was too busy rambling. Juan. We will get you on, Juan, because he wants to hear that. So we'll get you in here. Maybe on a Thursday or something when you're around. Because usually I do these nights by myself, but I'm going to try to get somebody in here every so often. A lot of people don't do nights, though. I was nice because he's in a different time zone. That's good. I miss you too, hon. I hope you are doing good. And you say you are, and I really hope you are. And Jim, oh yeah, Jim's here. I get to talking with him, and I like to listen to him talk too. Yes, he is very knowledgeable. That's why I don't mind letting him and Gemma. I don't mind letting them talk. Like I said, you see me. I lose train of thought. I get stuff at the end of my tongue that I can't spit out. I still get nervous in stream, believe it or not. Working on the camper. Hey, there you go. You're on a camper. That's cool. You have a camper? Yeah, I'm looking for one for later in life because I want none. But yeah, that's about it. And then we will be here Tuesday. I guess we'll be talking about devil monkeys. Pixie, as far as I know, I said this last time, but I believe she is coming back tomorrow, but I haven't heard anything since. So we'll have to play it by ear. I know she's anxious to get back, and I know a lot of you miss her. So, and then, of course, me and Gemma will be here Friday night for Oracles. You guys got to forgive me when I miss late nights, because when I get streaming 4 or 5 days in a row, yeah, it does take some out of me, and I got things to do around here too. So I get pooped out just like you guys do. Even though I don't sleep, sometimes I have to still take a mental break. But I will be here Saturday with Gemma's replays. I will be here. And then we played again. I think Gemma's trying to work it out where she'll still drop some downloads, either instead of Monday on Thursdays. But she will let you know on that either through her shorts. So please watch her shorts. Let's see. I'm trying to make sure I get everything. She's going to be doing advertisement for a really cool thing. Hopefully that real soon. So yeah. Hopefully Pixie will be back. So if Pixie's back tomorrow, me and Ryan will be on next Thursday. And I'll have a guest on with us, Chris, the paranormal guy. He's been on before. And see what else. So Tuesday, Devil Monkeys. Wednesday, of course, come in here and ramble. And now sometimes I make it all night and sometimes I don't. And then us on Friday, please. We love having everybody here. So if you're new, please come check us out. We start about 7:15. Go till we usually run out of people. I usually ask people to have their names on the list by 10, because that's what I do. I just keep the list. And it's one of Gemma's favorite nights. She hates when she misses them. And then Gemma's replay. I'm going to see if I can't find. I don't know if she ever did anything on the Devil Monkeys. I try to find if she's done something on the topic we're going to do Tuesday, like we did last time with the Pale Crawlers. I'm going to have to check on that. And I emailed her, and I don't know if she ever got my emails. I actually this time just sent them both to 2 separate emails she gave to see if she'd get one of them, because she's not getting them for some reason. But yes, and if you ever need to contact me, my email's on my page. Just go to Ghost Dragon and you'll find my thing in the contacts. I don't know why anybody get a hold of me. I'm just like a co-host most of the time. And like I said, I just do these for fun. A guest on some of these lives will be awesome. Yeah, the Wednesday, like I said, Wednesday nights, it's hard to Wednesdays and Saturday nights, because it's so late. Unless the person's in another time zone, a lot of people won't do them this late, which is fine. I try to make Wednesday night a fun night anyways. We're just a gab fest, and we just go as long as we can. I mean, I've been as long as an hour, and I've gone till 5 o'clock in the morning on some of these nights. Same thing with Gemma replays. And Gemma's replays is what it is. I just try to play something older, something that didn't get the premiere, and go from there. And then we watch that, and if we talk about that, that's fine. If we don't, we just shoot the crap the rest of the night. So, but it's so nice to see a couple of new people in here. That's awesome. And this is, like I say, I always tell people, this is not really a night to come in, but I'm glad you came in and hung out. Tuesdays and Tuesday talk will be good. Hopefully we can get Gemma back soon. We'll have to wait and see, play it by ear. And then Thursday nights when Pixie's not on. And Pixie's always a good show too. I think a lot of people learn from her. She's a good comfort stream where you come in and just kind of relax, enjoy the show, ask questions if you need to. She knows her stuff. And then, of course, me, I'm just a guy that hangs out. And so, I take lists. So, anybody got anything going on this weekend? Anything that might be fun? I finally watched my King Kong Godzilla, or Godzilla King Kong. The late night talk, yeah, I like it too. Actually, it helps me a lot, even though I still get brain farts. It's just because I get excited because the Tourette's is bad enough, but this is a good practice for me. And I still get nervous. I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, even when I had 3 people in here, I'm nervous. So, and because I don't know what I'm going to do, I tried doing topics and it ends up just being all over the place. So I just much better to do these with me, fun talks, because there's been times too I've sat here and just kind of talked with you guys while you guys have gone to town and chat, and that's what I like to see. It's not, it's about coming in here and just having fun, talking to each other, catching up. I'm a researcher guy too. A lot of problems is I research sometimes so much that I need so much up there. It doesn't always come out the way I want it. But I like doing research for other people. It's pretty sad because somebody said a long time ago, "Gee, you did all this research. You should use it for yourself." And it's like, nah, I just enjoy doing it. But it's gotten me in trouble a couple times too. So sometimes you get a little too deep. And I've done that a couple times. Some pretty touchy subjects. It's like I say, people don't understand. The dark web is not that bad a place. You go looking for bad, you're going to find it. And 2 to 1, it's a honeypot. Oh, thanks, Shelly. I try. I just try to, like I said, it's not about doing a good job or a bad job. It's just about hanging out. Hello, Cindy Lee. Oh, I love Mike did see it. It's hilarious. Thank you, sweetie. I got a big giggle out of that. You ever got a Bigfoot encounter yourself? Yes. Everybody's saying that's probably what I saw was the grass man down in Logan County at a cabin. It happens so fast. I've had actually a couple of them like that where it happens so fast. So, but see, the thing is, a lot of illegal hunting, turkey hunting and stuff goes down there. So I always thought it was the gunny guy in a gunny suit. He was pretty fast, pretty big. So everybody's saying, "Nah, you probably saw grass man or squatch." So, but it's nothing I can really brag about. That's why I don't make a big deal about it, because it happened so fast. I mean, the one I chased after, but it was gone so fast I couldn't keep up. Now, I'm not the type of guy, I'm going to chase it. I got to know. But then again, I've also run across some other things that I probably shouldn't have chased. So, and I've done some creepy stuff in my time. I think a lot of you guys probably know about my encounters, and that's not even half of them. Like I said, once Gemma gets situated, since I'm too fidgety, I don't think I can sit at a computer or a typewriter and write my story. So I'm hoping I can persuade her to do my story. You see, it's very hard to distinguish between what's genuine and what's fake. Now, I do. I'm pretty good at calling out the fakes. I will say that I have a strange eye for detail, and I tend to see things that a lot of people don't see. Well, most people don't see. Just people like me. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that see the detail and stuff. And I'm pretty good. I can usually. It's funny because I watch top tens just so I can go real, maybe, fake, 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 real. That's what I watch them for. Because there's a lot of stuff that looks pretty real, and even some of the older stuff that looks real, really very real. It's not. You know, people can go all out just to fool somebody. So I would say the majority you see on the internet, it might be more real than you think. I'm not going to give a percentage, but I would say that most of the stuff you see on the internet is probably more real than you realize, though there is a lot of fakes, especially now that AI and everything, and people just don't stop to really look at AI stuff because they can fool you. If you're not paying attention, they can fool you. Say something, even with some of the CGI stuff now. A lot of people believe in the LBL monster and the Amish family encounter, but it's likely a hoax. That was my conclusion, and I think it still is a hoax. But there's still some things that kind of piqued my curiosity. So maybe one day we'll talk about that too. In fact, I think I'll write that down. That's a good conversation to have. And hopefully, I'm also a little better off in the morning, in the afternoons too. So, and in the mid evenings, a little more spry. And that is antsy. Yeah, I do want to maybe get into that. Yeah, like I said, you guys got topics that you think about? Either leave them here in the chat and I'll come back and get them later, or leave them in the comments. And that's another thing, folks. Thanks for the likes. Please leave comments. It always helps. Even if it's just a hey or you suck, I don't care. Just leave a comment if you would. Let's get I don't say much about views because of the time I stream at, so but I'm sometimes surprised about how many replays I get, so that's nice. Even though it's not the entire watch, it's nice to know at least folks come in and check me out, and I appreciate that. Oh, there's so many AI channels now, and you got to watch because some of them are news channels too, so you got to be paying attention. You do have a lot of topics. There's a couple of you, Ron. Yeah, just like every couple streams, leave a couple. We'll look into them. You know, I'd like to carry this on once Gemma comes back on Tuesday, so we're still going strong. She loves to do research when she gets time. It's really crazy for her right now, bless her heart. But yeah, if you got topics, leave them. I'll write them down. I'm going to been redoing some stuff here, so I'm got a notebook out. I'm storing the stuff that I think that will really be good to talk about. And another thing is, like on Tuesday, we get like a Nahani Valley, and if you guys really want to carry the conversation over to tonight, I'll let Ryan know, and he can do it like he did tonight and come in for a little bit, and we can just kind of ramble more about that. So I'm thinking about doing, just always know that we can always, if you guys say at the end of Tuesday stream, hey, we want to keep talking about this, we can carry it over in tonight or even into our next Thursday show. So more than happy to do it because some of these conversations, can go for a while if you'd let us. It's just during the day, and at night I just get tired because it's nighttime. And it's more or less I get antsy and I want to move around. I'm so hyper sometimes. Yeah, that was a good conversation. And we've had a few of those. And when I met Ryan, I knew right then that we had a lot in common. He speaks a little, he knows stuff that I don't know, a lot of stuff I don't know, especially about the indigenous people. See, and I don't speak the best sometimes. So it's nice to have him here when he's here, because he can, a lot of times he'll say things that I'm going to say right before he even say it. So it's nice to have that here. And he is smart as a whip. And he's done his research. He's been with these tribes and these people. He knows their lore. And if he hadn't, he'll go find it. I'm impressed with the guy. Good man. He was getting ready to start one. I think he's like me. Well, he's not like me because he doesn't want to stream by himself. He is writing a book. I think he's writing a couple books. So watch for those. And I think once he finds the right tone, he'll start his own YouTube channel. I don't know if he'll do videos or do stream. He may do both. I like to see him do both. He's got so much potential. But I want to see his books because I know he's been going to town on one book. So it should be pretty good. Wendigos, I believe in skinwalkers. I think he's going to talk about, Ryan, if you're still listening, Wendigos, is it about Wendigos or both Wendigos and skinwalkers? But yeah, he's been researching this book for a while, so this should be good. It'll be good. That's for sure. Then I'm going to, like I said, once Gemma gets situated, I'd have to have her write my little story. I don't know if it'll, I've had some weird stuff happen. Maybe somebody will read it. Gemma should really write her own too. And she's had an interesting life. So Cindy, thank you again for the meme. Well, I think I've seen that one before, but the way you put it, it was so funny. And Mike got a good giggle out of it. I hope we see him soon. He kind of does his own thing right now. He goes into that monk life, and we understand that. Who's all having a good night tonight? I mean, everybody having a good Wednesday, good week so far. I hope everybody is. I know there's storms hitting off and on. I think most of us East Coasters or Mid-East, whatever you want to call it, I'd be getting hit off and on. We didn't get as bad today. I'm hoping we do get more, though, because the rain was really nice. We need it here. Now, Cindy, didn't you guys have tornadoes in Pennsylvania today? If you're still here, hon? Yeah, it was perfect, Cindy. That it did. Chile. Yeah, I bet I could agree too. Other than the puppers, this is gonna look gross. He ripped his nail off. And I'm holding it because it was just like a clean, it's like he pulled it right off. The poor guy was bleeding like a sieve. I felt so bad for him. But he did not cry. He did not make a big deal out of it. I was so impressed. I think we were more worried than he was, but he lost a lot of blood. That was my major concern. He wouldn't sit still, so it was just pumping out. Yeah, he's doing real good now. The only thing he's hating right now is he got a cone on his head. He's got the cone of shame. And on his one paw, he's got this big, huge Band-Aid. He's a little guy, so he's not a little guy, but he's got goofy little legs, and just watching him walk around with this thing on the end of his foot is hilarious. Yeah, I figured you guys, in a tornado. Yeah, you guys, I knew you guys went. I saw, who was it? It was live. One of the guys were live, and you guys had somebody out there had tornado warnings tonight. You guys were getting hit storms. Cindy, Gemma, that was Gemma, said that they got storms and they had some lightning and stuff. She goes, it wasn't that bad, only last an hour. But you should have seen the radar underneath her from where she's at. Man, they were getting slammed. I'm surprised they didn't have tornadoes. But it looked like just a lot of rain real fast. Because it moved through here real slow. And then it picked up steam once it got east of Ohio. It was a very clear day. Now, once it cleared up, it was on. Now it's supposed to get like that tomorrow, I believe, but I'm not sure. I have to go back and look. Yeah, it is nothing like those clear days. Now, did you guys cool off, Ron? We actually right now we're at 66, which was nice because the last 4 or 5 nights it stayed in the 70s, almost 80s overnight. It's been insane. Thank God for air conditioning. It's 66 here right now, and it's nice. Still real muggy for 66. It's still kind of muggy though. Yeah, it made it. Yeah, see, that's the thing about those quick rains. It makes it worse. You got to have a good hour or two of rain to really kind of wash around and give you a good solid break from it. That's what happens here up here. It rains for like 5 or 10 minutes, and it's just even steamier and just nastier. That's why I was kind of glad it kind of moved slow today. Because, I mean, even though it stayed muggy, it was not as bad as it had been. It was pretty rough. Not no 102 degrees like out in Arizona. Raining here currently, and it's 58. Oh, and so you are getting rain now? And it's 50. That sounds nice. Now, 58, anywhere between 55 and 65, to me is like the perfect time. I'm comfortable in that. But I do like the snow. I like the cold. I love the snow. Like I said, I was going to move to Alaska. I was all ready to go. I'm just glad I didn't go to the North Territories because nobody's heard from me now for 6 months, and my buddy left a while ago. That's been, well, last time I heard from him was 4 months ago. So I hope he's okay. I shouldn't laugh because, but he was diehard. He knew what he was doing, so I hope he's okay. He might have come back and nobody even knew. Same here. Love the snow. Yeah, I love the snow. I still have my sled. I still go sledding when we get a good sled, when we get a good snowfall. Kind of hit and miss sometimes for Ohio. But yeah, I'm a sledder, not a skier. Though I did try to take a sled to the ski up here, White Mountain or whatever they call it. It wouldn't let me use my sled on the ski hill. I was kind of pissed. Oh man, I paid to get in here. I still had fun though. I mean, they had the tubes in the one side, but to me, there's no fun. I want to go down something that's got some fear factor to it. That's what sledding's all about. Nice. And my sled is even still an original Red Ryder sled too, and I've taken care of that since I was a kid. It's famous for snowboarding. Yeah, snowboarding. Now, see, I tried. I probably couldn't do it now. So that's another thing. There's stuff now because of the tremors. I'd be a little worried about doing. Like, I don't know if I'd be able to ride a motorcycle again. Tried riding a bike. I didn't do too bad. Makes me a little nervous. I get or twitching, and that can be a little scary. Freaks people out. But yeah, I was always a sledder. A friend of ours had one of the old original bobsleds. Oh man, that baby cruised. Talking about snow, everybody's gonna. It's not winter yet. Shut up. I love summer too, but I'm not. I'm not a swimmer. I'm one of those guys that just gets in the water and soaks. I'm just not a swimmer. I'll just lay there and give me the raft and let me just kind of chill out. I'm more the guy that goes to the creeks and gets wet that way, looking for salamanders and newts and toads, catching minnows still this day. I love taking the grandkids and doing that stuff. Ooh. Kind of quiet, folks. Tried ice cold bath once. I almost died. Had a fever. I was living with 2 girls at the time. And actually my ex-wife and her roommate. And I got real sick. I mean, real sick. And my temperature went up to 103. And the paramedics told, just put him in the bathtub and start dumping ice on him. Oh, I woke up in my underwear in a tub. I didn't know what was going on. All of a sudden, whoa. I wake up, these 2 girls standing over me in their jammies, looking down at me. Are you okay? I'm like, yeah, but this is cold. They had me packed in ice. But it probably saved my life. Hey, Ralph, what's up, buddy? Woke up for the restroom. Had to say I love you. Hey, I love you too, bud. I hope you're good. How's the kiddos? Have a good night at least before I crawl back into bed. Yes, I'm trying. You have a good night and you have a good day too, bud. Get some rest. I know you always got your hands full, so give me a yell anytime too. Okay? I need to get with you. You might get something from me because now I got your address. So you may get something from me, young man. So I owe you. That was nice of you. Thank you so much for this. And please have a wonderful day. A lot of love to your family. Okay? I always enjoy you being around in the background. Ghost Lee, have you ever had your body taken over by another ghost entity? Not that I know of. To be honest, I don't think I ever have. I don't think I could allow that to happen. I'm pretty aware. But no. I would say not that I'm aware, but I'm pretty sure no. Though I have seen that happen to people. And it's weird to watch that happen to somebody. Because you know, if you're like us, you'll know right off the rip something's not right. But no, I've never had. I don't think I could. That's like me not being able to turn off certain stuff. The things I see, I can't turn it off. No matter how much I've tried everything, they won't let me turn it off. So I'm pretty sure because of that, they would probably, because I'm so aware. But you never know. It might happen someday. I hope not. I mean, sometimes I do worry about some of this stuff that comes home with me. I'm bringing something home with me. I think that may be happening to me, but I'm not sure. I'm going to tell you what, Cindy. If you honestly feel that is happening, if you have a church close by, you don't even have to be a member. Just go in and sit. You're going to probably find out then. Or speak with your minister or whatever. Or just let it see. Start writing everything down. Now, it sounds corny, but sometimes when you're feeling off or something, just start writing whatever comes out of you. You might be surprised. That would also tell you. But other than that, you would have to talk to Gemma about something like that. That's more hers and Pixie's category. I've dealt with stuff, but not to me. I mean, other than crazy stuff, that's kind of scary. Yeah, well, you know, it is kind of scary. And if you honestly feel that it's happening, Cindy, it might not be a bad idea to maybe go get blessed just to make sure it's nothing bad. But I don't think, I mean, you'd have to get my email out of there, or I'll give it to you later. And Lily, just, well, even better yet, just buy a notebook and just anytime you feel like something's going on, start writing down what's going on with you. And then if you feel scared, then you go get I don't think you would need an exorcism, but you can go get blessed or get rebaptized. A lot of people go get, I know a couple people that felt like they were having that situation going on. And my friend Thomas just had them just rebaptized them, and they never had a problem since. So, and there's other ways. If you're not a Christian or something, there are other ways you can go and cleanse yourself just to make sure it's nothing bad, because you can cleanse yourself. This is when Pixie or Gemma needs to be here. Even Edna, because she knows her stuff too. But any of those three are the people to talk to. When it comes to, I can tell you to go get baptized. I'm a Christian kind of guy. Not a very good one, but I am. There are other things. You can go get cleansing. Go get, Gemma can send her one of her boxes that has everything you will need. And she seemed to help a couple people with it. So something to consider. I wish I could be more help to you, but that was one thing I did, and I still have a little fear of. It's just a fear because I'm afraid that I'm around family. And if something like that, I'm afraid it'd be something bad. So yeah, I kind of fear that, but I'm aware of it. I shouldn't say I'm fearful. I'm just afraid if something like that happened. In my case, it'd probably be bad because I've seen a lot of weird stuff. A lot of people still ask me, "Why are you nuts?" I felt like something was trying. Excuse me. I felt like something was trying my old man. Thought I was having a seizure. He said I was shaking in my eyes. You might have been. Do this. So I don't know what your faith is. If you are a Christian or not. Email. Let me talk to Gemma. And if Pixie's on tonight, show up tomorrow night. And I'll say something to Pixie before we go on. Because all I do is sit backstage and just kind of watch things. And I'll let Miss Pixie know if you don't mind. But she'll help you, I'll tell you what. I know Jimmy's busy, so if you would like, I'll talk to Miss Pixie. Maybe she can give you some ideas tomorrow night. But I was aware and I felt like something, like I was fighting. Excuse me. But I was aware of it, and it felt like something was fighting me to get in. Yeah. Let me talk to Pixie tomorrow and see if she can help you out. And just come in and chat tomorrow night if you can. If you can. I know you got a lot going on with your brother, so. But if anything, I can have her, or you guys are all on Facebook, so you can reach out to her there too. Because I know she'd be more than happy to help you, honey. Because I don't. You got to be careful because there are times when I don't really bad tremors and certain things go on with me. And I actually had people think, "What are you, possessed or something?" Because, I get to shaking pretty bad, the stuttering. It's not that I cuss or anything like most people think of Tourette's, but I'll get the stuttering real bad, and it sounds like I'm speaking. It's a strange language and stuff. So, yeah, it's good to even maybe get a physical, but let me talk to Pixie tomorrow before stream if she comes in, if she goes on. Because she might be able to help you. Maybe I can get Gemma to send you one of her little boxes. Yeah, that's when it comes to something entering you. I always went to Thomas. He's a preacher. That's what he deals with. That's what I should have went. Sometimes I regret not becoming a preacher. But that's what I get him for, or Gemma, or Pixie. So yeah, I was talking to one of them about more of that details. I know Miss Pixie would love to help you. So she's good at it. She could actually use something to keep her going. It'll be nice if she returns to Marcus. She did. She goes, "I'm ready to talk to real humans now." And I don't blame her. I've been there. And yes, Ron, sometimes exorcisms do go wrong. And they can go wrong. And when they do go wrong, sometimes they go very wrong. And sometimes these movies don't even come close. Sometimes the truth is way worse than the fiction. You know, a lot of stuff that people don't know about that goes on not only in the Vatican with exorcisms, and some of it's pretty creepy stuff. I'm reading book chat. I don't know why I'm doing that. Hold on. Well, I figured that, Cindy, but you know, just let me know. Stay busy. That's a good thing too. You got a lot going on. Keep your mind busy. You sound like me. It's too much going on. But unfortunately, yeah, I can honestly say that's not, when it comes to this inner stuff, I go to people. Thomas, Gemma, now I'm Pixie, so, and I got other people. Patricia, my other friend, she's like Gemma, a little bit more evolved. Like, so she's been at it way longer. So yeah, those are my guides. Those are who I go to. But yeah, if you feel like that, yeah, wouldn't hurt. Maybe go get blessed or just kind of unwind, because maybe you're stress. I know you're stressing out. You've been through a lot of stress, so that might be what is attracting them. So if that's the case, so find a place to unwind a little bit. No, and also it's like I told Tennille. By the way, everybody keep them in the thought. He's home now. And keep them in your prayers still. He's healing. But you can't help others when your glass is less than half. And you gotta, if you're gonna honestly help others, you need to make sure you stay healthy too. And keep your glass full. Matt was ready to call an ambulance for me. Now you might have actually had a seizure of some type. Like I said, you're awful stressed out. Nervous system does funny things when you're super stressed. Scared him. I never want to see that look on his face. Yeah, it might. And I actually might have been a physical thing. I mean, honey, you are under a lot of stress. And you're taking a lot on. So it could be a number of things, you know. You got to remember that things feed off you when you're weak or stressed, fearful, or too busy to maintain certain vibrations. See, that's not my lingo. That's what everybody else is for. But I can, you know, give you the best. It's like Edna. The only I pick up on her. I've known Edna for a long time. I'm starting to pick up on you, Cindy. A couple other people in this chat I pick up on. Actually, Melissa, I've known Melissa. I don't think Melissa realizes how long I've known her. So yeah, some of these people, some of you folks I pick up on, some of them I can't even get an idea of. But what's weird is when we're like doing oracles, or we're in stream, somebody will come in and not say a thing. And I can feel them, and it's, you know, they're either stressing out or they're in a good mood. But a lot of times it's somebody that's really stressing out, really having a bad time, trying to decide if they should say something or not. So I sit and I wait and watch because I can feel them, but I don't know who it is. That happens quite a bit, actually. I got a doctor's appointment Friday. That's good. Yeah, it probably wouldn't hurt to, you know, you got blood sugar. Yeah. And if you're coming to say something, well, you know, say something to him. But yeah, go with the doctor first. But honey, if it honestly keeps happening, you may want to seek out one of the ladies, or even go to your minister or preacher, whoever you go to. Sit down, and talk to them for a while. Kind of help you bring you back. So you know as well as I do, sometimes it doesn't hurt. It's just as simple as going outside and touching your feet to the ground. So your bare feet to the ground. So and just standing there for a while, make contact with Mother Nature. But yeah, that's when people start talking about stuff entering them. I don't want to give them false information. I can tell you what I think, but I don't want to lead you down the wrong path. Yeah, I think talking to Edna about this, to what she went through, might help me. Yeah, because Edna went through it, but man, she went through hard too. So yeah, I mean, you always want to talk to somebody you're comfortable talking with. That's always important, because you really can't. If you're not comfortable talking to somebody, then you don't relay enough of the information for that person to help you. But if you're talking to somebody you're very comfortable with, you're able to relieve and access and release information to them that would be more beneficial. You're always in my thoughts, Cindy. You know that, don't you? Actually, most of you are. About half of you, if not all of you, are in my prayer list. So, if you want to be there or not, I like everybody here. I enjoy everybody's company. Like now, we're just flopping. I'm just playing now. I mean, we've gone on for about an hour and a half. I'll probably shut down soon. I pooped. The dog wore me out. I had to carry him out the steps every time I had to go to the bathroom. For a little guy, he's pretty heavy. He kind of got babied today. And then Pop and Giles. Pop had been having really bad stomach problems. And Giles was sick all day. So I've been kind of like now over extreme butlering everybody today. So. And like I said, when I miss streams, just understand it's because I need it. Other than that, I'm try to be here because I enjoy these. And you know, honey, that's another thing. I was just going to say, between the hospital, the nursing homes, the funeral homes, it probably wouldn't hurt to go and get a cleansing and probably get blessed. You can go get blessed. Or a good cleansing. But yeah, I would definitely, because you've been in places that can put out some pretty wild stuff. So it probably wouldn't hurt. You know, I'm going to tell you a little secret, Cindy. Every time I go to the hospital, every time I go to the doctors, every time I go somewhere like that, it's the first thing I do is come home and get cleansed. I cleanse myself. I've got to, because all the stuff I see, excuse me, folks. And yes, Ron, that was very nice. The best wisher. So that's what I love about these chats. You guys are awesome. And thank you, Ghostly. It helps talking to someone. Yeah, I know it does. Unfortunately, there's just some things I don't like to delve too much in because I don't want to give bad advice. You know, I don't know, this guy don't know what to do. And to be honest, sometimes I don't. But there is a lot more information up there than people realize. I'm still getting used to streaming, and then with my issues, I feel like I can't keep up with people like Ryan and Chris and some of these other people that come in here, because I feel like I'm delayed. But it's so much because they do tend, Ryan, Gemma, I don't think they realize a lot of times when they talk, they're actually saying things that I would have said in the first place, to the most part. But yes, Cindy, and it is good to talk to people. And I'm glad you feel comfortable coming in here and talking. That's about anybody that comes in here and talks. I know we've had some nice ones, like Pammy come in here. But I know some, love her to death, but I've known Pammy for a while too. But that's what we're here for, like when Merritt came in here, she really could have used some love in that night when you guys pulled through for her. She needed that. I don't mind this being that spot. Sometimes you have to go somewhere and just find somebody who will take the time to listen. And this world needs a lot of listening right now. A lot of love. But yes, I just wish I could be more help for you, Cindy, because I would need to know more situation, the more of the situation and what happened. But at the same time, there's some things like what you're talking about. I don't see with Edna, she didn't. It's what they were seeing. But you're talking about something that may be entering you. That I'm not comfortable with. That I would rather you see somebody more specialized or talk to somebody more specialized in that. So I want to be honest with you and just give you what I think. And when you and I realized when you said the hospital, the non-hospitals and nursing homes and funeral homes you've been at lately, it makes sense. You might want, to me, that would be the first thing I'd do with go, do cleansing. Me personally, I would probably go and talk to a minister or a pastor and maybe get blessed. So, but yeah, I think most people in here, Cindy, understand more than you think. Well, you probably know. You've been around too. I've seen you in our chats. Lack of sleep doesn't help. Honey, I think you know me. So it's like the last 3 nights. Now, last night wasn't too bad. But the last 3 nights, actually, it happens a lot more than I say. It's usually by the time I go to bed, the sun's coming up. I might get an hour sleep. I might get 2 hours sleep. This morning, I think I got 3 hours sleep. The other morning, Tuesday morning, and my clock stopped. It had me all screwed up. It turns out I only slept an hour. And I thought I slept longer than that, but nope, I slept an hour. Yeah. No, I slept longer than an hour because my clock stopped. And I thought it was 9 o'clock all morning. So I thought it was 9 o'clock until noon. So it shows you how dingy I was yesterday morning. I just screwed all that up. I hope you understand. But yeah, when you're going through what you're going through, that's like Lotus. When you're going through all that, Cindy, first thing I always suggest, if you can get sleep, if you can get your body to get a little bit of sleep, get it. If you can't, find some place to go relax so you can shut down a little bit. There you go. And I got sage too. So if you ever need any, let me know. But I'm sure you can get it too. So I'm not worried about it. But just so you know, Gemma sent me a whole bunch of it. But see, this thing, Patricia gives me stuff too. She helps me because I live next to the cemetery or by the cemetery. Once a month, I literally salt the entire property and then the house, inside and outside. I'm definitely not bringing anything home, and I don't want anything coming from there. Well, hello, Mr. AK. Once again, you come in just before I'm about, I was going to go to 2, so I hope you're good tonight. Hope the weather's good for you up there in the Lisk. What you making, or haven't you started cooking yet? You're probably cooking now. You making dinner? So what is everybody's favorite cryptid in this? What's you coming on Saturdays? Am I coming on Saturdays? I'm going to do GEMMA'S replays. Yeah. I just missed last Saturday because, man, I was huffed. I was just huffed. And there was tremors and there was stuttering. So it was like, Gemma, I got to take the night. But yes, I'll be here this Saturday for sure. Midnight, like always. Yeah, like I said, if I miss a night, just know it's because of my body or something happened or something was going on. I always try to say something at least in Facebook so somebody knows. Excuse me. Am I coming for dinner Saturday? I mean, I don't know how fast I can get up to Alaska, but if you're making dinner, yo, he's back. Yeah, I figured a lot of people would probably leave when Ryan left. That's fine. I get why you guys like Iron Man. He's a whippersnapper, that's for sure. And he knows his stuff. And he's like me. He wants to correct the mistakes that a lot of people are making. 4 miles. 4 miles to what? You went 4 miles and came back? Is that what you did? Oh, you just did a 4 miles walk. That's good. I get up and walk every morning. I don't count miles. I usually take about an hour to 2 hour walk, and it's usually either right before I try to lay down to bed, right after I do my Tai Chi and stuff, or when I wake up. But I will take a walk, and I'm always on the move during the day, but it's like my shutdown time. If it's nice out, I usually do it barefoot, so I'm touching the ground. That's a good heavy walk. I just walk an hour. I just try to stay on my feet and keep moving for an hour. I can cover a lot of ground in an hour, though. Even with the smoking, but that's another thing. I got to give up the cancer sticks. So what's up? What do you know? Man, that's what I'm saying. So what do you need to know? I'm coming Saturday for. I'll be here. Are you gonna bring dinner for us? Make us a good one. I had brisket last Saturday, so brisket and ribs. They even made mini burgers, which was nice. They had everything. Nothing like when the family gets to cooking. Probably not as much as Cindy when she makes Thanksgiving. I mean, there was a lot of food there. It was nice. My dad was in heaven. Food, and he doesn't even eat like he used to. He literally told my son to go get a plate and put everything he could on it. One of everything. I think he actually ate most of it too. I don't like dead air, but I don't mind it either. Especially when I'm scrolling chat, making sure I didn't miss anything. But yeah, I think I am going to get ready to call it. 10 people here, and I'm going to call it. Hello, 10 people. We're just hanging out. Got something to say? Say it. We'd love to hear you. I got to run, but I'm happy to see you tonight. I am too. Yeah, I'll be here Saturday. I should be here this Saturday. I was just pooped, man. I was done. I'd been at a family picnic all day. Yes, I did. I did watch it. In fact, I got it. I sat down and watched it. So it was all right. I enjoyed it. But then again, I enjoy anything that gets crushed and beat up and smashed. Yeah, I liked it. Could have been better, but it's monsters. What do you expect? That's the way I look at it. I don't expect some fancy plot twist or anything. It's King Kong. It's Godzilla. That's all I need. Let's tear up the cities and have some fun. Yeah, To me, I'm a popcorn guy. I'm a popcorn movie guy. I like popcorn movies where I can just go in, have fun, let my brain just kind of go and enjoy it. Some fancy writing, but they're trying to do stuff interesting, and I get it. We'll see what happens with the next one. Straight up action, smashing building. That's what I said. That's what I love about them. Yeah, I love a good movie. Don't get me wrong. Like I can get in a good drama, a good cop show, or something like that, war movie. But when it comes to the big monsters or any monsters, it's all about smash them up, scare them up, and crush them up. It's just popcorn fun. But I get it. Fun popcorn movies are still, yeah, they are awesome. I mean, yeah, I've seen some really bad ones, but man, when they're good and they're fun, and that's what it's about. Just going and just letting everything go for a while. Not even try to concentrate on the plot or anything. Just enjoy the movie. Those are the kind of movies I like. But I also like, a good thriller and a good. I'm into war movies. My dad. I'm like my dad. I like a good war movie, army movie, war movie, cowboy movie. I'm still a John Wayne fan. A lot of that's because of him. Good science fiction. Of course, mom was big into science fiction, but she was also, excuse me, she liked the musicals and stuff. So it's about, in the day, I can remember a lot of them. People crack up, what are you? Hey, I got a mom that was into them. Fred Astaire and all that. Yes, I'm kind of anxious for that too, because I really hope it is going to be good. Because I'm ready for a good Aliens movie again. I didn't mind that Prometheus and the other one. They could have done so much more with them, though. And I wish they had. And I wish they would at least cuts with all the stuff they cut out of it, out of both of them. Because they cut a lot out of both of them. And I wish they'd put it back in. Yeah, not too many people like Prometheus. Think about Prometheus is it had a great idea, but because they cut so much out of it, it kind of ruined the movie. It didn't ruin it. It just kind of, I don't know, it just didn't make it what it should have been. But there are parts in Prometheus that are very important for the lore and stuff. Yeah, I totally agree. That makes that movie so good. Just do a blink again. Not getting back. I am getting tired. But like I said, they could have done so much more, and they did cut a lot out of those movies, both of them. And I think if they would put them back in and do like they did with, like Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, when you watch those extended cuts, it makes those movies a lot better because they explain a lot more. Even though you sit there for a while watching it, it's worth it though. And Prometheus and the first that and that and some of these other movies would be really good if they put those back in there. That's why I'm glad Ryan had all of the director's cuts for the Alien movies, and I love the director's cuts because they put stuff back in the movie that should have been there in the first place. Now, see, I read those books when I was a kid, and I love the cartoons because here, if you remember the cartoons they did, the little hour, half-hour cartoons they did, they were released here. They were separate from different time spans, but they were always released around Thanksgiving. Now I have The Hobbit, the first cartoon. I just haven't gotten the other two yet. But we have all the extended versions for the actual movies. I still watch them. About once a month, I'll watch one, then one night over the weekend while I'm sitting around here working. I just finished Shogun. What'd you think? It's good. It was good, wasn't it? I liked it. Oh my God, the best series you watched? I totally agree. It did justice for the original. My dad loved the original, so now I'm trying to get Dad to sit down and watch it. Yes, Cindy, go get some rest. I'm going to go here pretty soon. I think I'm going to book out of here about 2. I've been on for 2 hours. Get some rest, and hopefully you have a reoccurring dream. So, those things. That's another thing. You should write those down. And hopefully if Pixie's here tomorrow night, we'll see you tomorrow night. Because if Pixie doesn't, if for some reason Pixie passes, I hope she does do a show tomorrow because a lot of people are asking for her. But that's up to her. She needs to do what's right for her. You may not see me because we may not fill in for her. But hopefully I'll see you Friday night if I don't see you tomorrow night. I don't judge. So why judge? No reason to judge. I just wish I could help you more. Some things I just know I shouldn't touch because I don't want to screw anybody up. So, hopefully you talk to, Edna or even Miss Pixie, get some answers. But a lot of love to you, little lady. Go get some rest. Have a wonderful night if you can. Have a good Thursday. And if I don't see you Thursday night, hopefully we'll see you Friday for Oracles, dear. You have a wonderful night, honey. Okay? Get some rest. You've been busy, little lady, so you need it. Go shut down for a while. Go drink a shot and go shut down for a while. But yeah, I loved all those movies. But yeah, the Shogun, man, I loved it. I got to get Dad to sit down and watch it now because I know he'll love it. Did someone say shot? Yes, I did. Do a shot before you go to bed. Help chill your bones. Warm your bones, I should say. Drop a piece of ice in it and you can chill your bones, I guess. I used to do a shot every night before I went to bed. I'm not a big drinker, but I used to do a shot. I don't know why I stopped. Oh yes, the film, the movie, the series itself is gorgeous. The filming is just fantastic. It is. It's really beautiful. Well, that's what they said about Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. The movie's kind of, but they said, man, it looks good. And I have to go see that because now I don't want to be bummed out. So why are all you folks in here, these 9 lovely folks? Folks, if you got things, stage for us. You never know. I love the originals. You got anybody in here that's got something they want to let everybody know about, stream, or a channel? Even if you're not a wrench, you can still put it in here. I won't complain. Just as long as it's nothing bad. I will check them. But yeah, I know. Always willing to promote. And I also go check them out too, so not that that means anything. You got to get me on with Ryan and Gemma. Well, see, Gemma will only be doing oracles for right now, unless we can work out maybe 1 or 2 times her coming in here. But right now, until certain things get fixed, and she can get a babysitter for little man. She won't be doing Tuesdays until he probably goes back to school. Hopefully we can get it worked out where she can get a babysitter or something. We're trying to figure something out for her. Because I know she misses you guys too. And as much as she loves doing oracles, I loved watching her come in on Tuesdays because that was the only day other than oracles where she didn't have to worry about doing the cards and keeping the list, trying to maintain. But she could come in and just rap with you guys. Because she does love that. She loves you guys to death. Everything is so crazy right now. Yeah, school vacation. Yeah, so it's kind of hard. Little man's a handful sometimes. So I try to help out by playing games with him when I'm free and giving her a little space. Because this, you got to remember, they don't kind of live out there, and there's not many kids around. So it's him and her, And if you know kids, they'll drive you nuts after a while. Heck, we used to drive our parents, so I know what it's like to be alone with that kid all day long. I had 3, and I know I was no fun. Well, actually, I probably was the easiest one of my brothers because I was pretty tame, other than rocking and just staying out of everybody's way. I didn't become a troublemaker until later in life. And even then, I hit it pretty good. And you're laughing at me. I laugh at myself, too. But yeah, I was probably out of 4 brothers. That was probably the easiest, I think. No doubt. I mean, other than, like I said, the Tourette's. But we didn't know what it was then. That was the only thing that drove them nuts about me. Why won't this kid sleep? Why does he break beds? Why does he break couches? Why is he always in motion? It's hyperactivity. No, because it wasn't that. That was easy for my parents to do what they asked. I was pretty much the same way. Kept to myself, played with one of the friends I had. As long as they came back and took care of my little sister. That was a great perk. See, out of my 4 brothers, I'm the only one. I'm pretty sure that I'm the only one that never had a curfew. But I worked. We all worked. I guess we really didn't have curfew. We were taught pretty young that if you wanted extra spending money, you had to go work. We're just a low, middle class family. So it was like, if you need spending money, you need to get a job. It's either cutting grass, baby, and I did. I cut grass. I babysat half the kids in this neighborhood. I did odd jobs. Then when I was like 14, I worked at the Worthington Inn washing dishes under the table. When I turned 15, I got my work permit, and that's when I started with Bonanza. And I worked a bunch of other jobs all that time too. 2 or 3 jobs, because I would so hyper. It was the best thing for me to do, is to keep busy. The albums. I went to a lot of concerts. Now I wish I never wasted all that money I made. I wish I'd kept it. I'd probably be better off than I am now. I bet doctor bills didn't help either. Oh, you're a musician? Oh, okay. You're like Blue. Yeah, I've seen quite a few bands. Been lucky. See, but because you get lucky because I meet a lot of people too. And it's not luck. It's just a matter of being in the right place at the right time. Making sure you're in the right place at the right time. Now, sometimes I have to say it might have been kind of luck. But most of the time I've tried to put myself in positions so I'd get a chance to meet somebody or take part in something. Film and music. Yeah. I'm gonna listen. I listen to music now, but lately it's because life is so busy right now. I am it took me forever to sit down and watch Godzilla and King Kong. Usually I would have seen that in the theater, and I didn't even get to do that this year. Ever since we had the fire, it's just been crazy nonstop. I'm one of those people that like to ride his arm. Yeah. Do the vibe. Trying to be the vibe. What time is it? 2:00. Yeah, I think I'm going to head and call it. If that's all right, Juan. Me or Ryan will get with you, dude, and try to get you on one of the Thursdays. Now, like I said, next Thursday, and we're going to have Chris on, the paranormal guy. He's got some UFO stuff. And hopefully that works out and we can see that. And that will be 8 o'clock next Wednesday. So I'm going to do the rundown and get out of here. Of course, tonight, Wednesday nights is me, midnight. Tomorrow night I'm hoping Miss Pixie, because a lot of people want to see her again, but that's up to her. And it's whatever she feels comfortable with. And I know she's going through a lot. If she doesn't stream tonight, there probably won't be nothing because I have to take a break. But then after that, it will be, if she streams one Thursday, me and Ryan will stream the following. We'll alternate. Then Friday night, Gemma at 7:15 for one card intuitive oracles. That will be from 7:15 till we run out of people. Just please try to get your name on the list by 10. It just makes it easier. And after that, I let her call it. And I'll be here. I will be here this Saturday at midnight for GEMMA'S replays. And then nothing Sunday or Monday. And then Tuesday with me and Ryan again. Then I'll be here Wednesday, and it just repeats itself again. So everybody have a wonderful night. If you can slide a donation in to Gemma, that would help. Every little penny helps. Don't forget about our books. Everything's in the links. I want everybody to have a wonderful night. Have a good day tomorrow. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow night with Pixie. If not, I will see you Friday. Have a wonderful the Moggs was just talking about this. Have a good night, folks. And